boys and girls, and welcome to the next lesson for Springing into Geometry and Measurement. Today, your goal is to convert measurements to solve multi-step problems. So what skills will we use in this lesson? Let's see. We will make sense of problems and persevere in solving them. We will attend to precision because being accurate in our work and checking it is extremely important. We'll pay attention to the structure of our equations, and we might look for a little repeated reasoning. We do know that multiplication is repeated addition. So let's get started. Miss Addison has decided to make her own laundry detergent to save money, conserve nature, and reduce toxicity in her body. She has 1 pound and 4 ounces of borax. How many more ounces of borax does she need? So, let's look at what's important in this problem. I know that Miss Addison has 1 pound and 4 ounces of borax, and the question is, how many more ounces of borax does she need? And I need to know, and I can highlight or put a box around the conversion. But there's more information I need than this. It says how many more ounces of borax does she need? Well, I don't know. Oh, here we are. So in order to make the laundry detergent, she needs 2 pounds and 6 ounces of borax, but she only has 1 pound and 4 ounces of borax. So I'm going to look at this like this. I have 1 pound and 4 ounces of borax. That's what I have. And I need to add something else to it so that I have a total of 2 pounds and 6 ounces of borax. So I know I need to add something to the 1 pound and 4 ounces to get 2 pounds and 6 ounces. So let's go ahead and convert this to ounces so that we can have easier numbers to work with. Because the question says, how many ounces of borax does she need? Well, right now I have pounds and ounces. I have pounds and ounces. This will be easier if I have just ounces. So let's take a look. How do we do that? Well, our information tells us that 16 ounces equals 1 pound. So here I have 16 plus 4. Just in this section here is going to tell me how many ounces I have already. And then this side is going to be 16 times 2. How did you do that, Miss Addison? 16 ounces equals 1 pound. So 16 times 2 will tell me how many ounces are in 2 pounds. 16 times 2, and then I can add the other 6 ounces. So here I'll have 20 ounces. Now I have plus some unknown number should equal, well, what is 16 times 2? It is 32. And 32 plus 6 is 38. So here is the equation I have for my problem. And boys and girls, when you're doing algebra, sometimes instead of a question mark, this is the letter. Like it could be the letter A or the letter X or the letter Y. Or sometimes in your math book, it's just a box and you have to fill in the box. So we have 20 ounces plus something equals 38 ounces. If you're thinking that the way to figure this out is to subtract, you are correct. The way to figure out this number in our equation is to subtract. So 38 ounces are what we need to make the laundry detergent. 20 ounces is what we have. If I subtract what we need from what we have, I should get how much more I'll need. Does that make sense? This is what we need to have total. And then the 20 ounces is what we have. what we need to, the total that we need minus what we already have will tell us how much more we need. So Miss Addison needs 18 more ounces of borax to make her laundry detergent. And boys and girls, this is an actual recipe, so it'd be kind of cool for you to try this at home and see how clean your clothes become. It works. Now, we have a little boy. Yep, he looks like he might be getting into some trouble, or maybe he's just having fun. And for those of you who are wondering, this is Grandpa Bob when he was a kid. Oh, wow, look at him. Isn't he cute? And if you're thinking that animations didn't exist, then you are correct. But nonetheless, this is Grandpa Bob. Okay, so this little boy says he jumped 12 feet high on Monday. Okay, yeah, right. And half of Monday's height on Tuesday, and 3 times Tuesday's height on Wednesday. Oh boy, how many inches did he jump in all by Thursday? Now is a good time to pause the video and try this yourself. If not, let's make a list of the important information that we need. This is a problem where we need to make a list, okay? We have Monday, he jumped 12 feet. And notice how I'm taking notes with the important information I need in the problem. Because just circling this information because my teacher told me to, just circling is not enough in this case. In this case, I need to write down all of the important information. Tuesday, he jumped half of Monday's height. So it would be 12 was Monday's height, but we're talking about half of it. So it would be 12 times 1/2. And then Wednesday, he jumped 2 times Tuesday's height. Okay, this T stands for Tuesday. And the reason I did that is because, boys and girls, we don't know what he did on Tuesday yet. Okay? And then the question is, how many inches did he jump in all by Thursday? So I have to add all of this up. But the information I get is going to be feet. So let's take our time here. All right, 12 feet on Monday. On Tuesday, he jumped half of Monday's height. So 12 times 1/2, we know, is 6. What is half of 12? It is 6. And then now we can replace this T with the 6. 2 times 6 is, oh, that's wrong. He jumped 3 times Tuesday's height. For those of you who caught my mistake, good job. Let's go back. What are you doing when you catch a mistake? You are critiquing the reasoning of others. So here we have 3 times Tuesday's height on Wednesday. So we should multiply whatever Tuesday's height is times 3. 3 times 6, the 6 came from Tuesday, is 18. And all of these are feet. So we have 12 feet plus 6 feet plus 18 feet. Does that make sense, everybody? Why? We need to add Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's height. "12 plus 6 plus 18 is 36 feet. But the question said, how many inches? So now we need to convert 36 feet to inches. And we know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So we're going to convert 36 feet to blank inches. We are going from largest to smallest unit, so we need to multiply. 36 times 12 that is going to be 432. And we regrouped here. This number is part of our regrouping, okay? All right, so we have 432 inches. This little boy jumped 432 inches in all by Thursday. Does that make sense? Notice how we made our list of the information. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. First we found out how many he did in feet. So he did 36 feet, but the question said inches, so we had to convert 36 feet to inches, and we got 432 inches. Now pause the video, read this problem, and solve it on your own. Okay, here is the answer. Now notice how I set up the equation initially. Brandon's having a party for 500 guests, okay? There are 8 jugs, and each jug holds 8 gallons. So I have to multiply to think about how many gallons I have in all. So we have 64 gallons in all because 8 times 8 is 64. Then we need to know, okay, how many cups are in 1 gallon? And you can use the square picture, and we know that there are 4 cups in each quart, which is a total of 16 cups, or we can use the stair step, and when we jump, we'll still figure out that you should have a total of 16 cups. So there are 16 cups in a gallon. So we're going to multiply 64 gallons times the 16 cups. Why? Because we need to know cups. So all in all, Brandon has 1,024 cups, but we're not done, because what we're looking at now is if there are 500 people coming to the party and each person is going to drink 2 cups, will there be enough? Well, if you divide 1,024 cups into groups of 2, how many people can you serve? Well, you can serve 512 guests. So, does Brandon have enough? Yes, because he only needed enough to give or to serve to 500 people, but he actually will have enough to serve 512 people. So notice the process that we took. First, we multiplied to figure out how many gallons total we would have, but then we needed to convert the gallons to cups. Then when we found how many cups we had to divide the cups by 2 cups each, because each person is going to drink 2 cups. And then we realized, or we figured out that we have enough to serve 512 guests. Is that enough? Yes. Okay, boys and girls, write down the questions that you have. Check your problems. Reflect on what you've learned. Maybe try some new problems using Think Central or problems you make up on your own. And note where you are on your scale. Thanks for watching.